Folks. Now, many of you guys who watch building renovation shows, The Block, or other shows around the world, which, it's all the same concept. They usually give a funding or budget on a particular individual to design and build their rooms and their houses, and towards the end of the show, you're going to sell the house. Now, obviously, with the bidders and everything, can be a high roller, can be tycoon, or can be celebrity to purchase these type of houses to make it even crazier. And obviously, the way how they design it, it's so, it's so luxurious, modernized, and X, Y, and Z. And what is the part that you get to see a lot is I only watch a few of these shows, but you get to see, couples who go in and they got meltdowns or X, Y, and Z. Like I said, I don't know these shows, do they personally use their money, or is it the shows use their funding to build these type of houses? But let's just put it into perspective for normal common people like us. Now, the reason why I'm making this video to talk about it is because many people cannot handle the stress level. I know you're watching the TV shows and you can see, partial of the work. They go out and buy materials, or perhaps they, build a couple of things that it's easy to do just to save costs or whatever. But most of the time they use high pages or agency or contractors, tradesmen to get in to do the job. Now, to mold everything together to build what you want it to end up, it's a very difficult task. And you need some supervision and X, Y, and Z. Now, you've got tradesmen who wants to do the lazy way or the quick way just to make money, right? Or they will cut corners to make money. And many individuals never experience, don't know what it is, and just pay for it. Now, those who doesn't have, the budget or the fund for it, and they're getting loans just to build X, Y, and Z, end up being over budgeting because they don't know the X, Y, and Z, getting ripped off or whatever. Or you just have the builders to build everything in under one price. Now, when you have all that, or it's a small renovation, a lot of, whether you're buying a house, I've realized those who buying a house, especially those who works in the corporate field, they are very squared minded, and they have this certain expectation. And that's the reason why housing is going up, especially new houses instead of old houses. New houses being built fast paced. The quality of the material is not as last long forever like houses being built in the past. And everyone just building houses because that's what the needs of the first world countries, because that's where migration is coming in, and the houses are going to keep booming up, and you're going to compete everything. Now, when you have this type of setting that you or your partner or your family wanted to build this sort of stuff, it breaks families apart over budget. I've seen families going through divorce, arguments because of a house, because usually the wife or the partner is, a lot of the nesting behavior kicks in. And those who are married, whatever, it's better for them to buy a house that is really been, no need to be touched or renovated. Because once you go through a move in a house and you got to do this, you got to do that, they're going to go crazy about it. And it's not suitable. And plus you have the square mentality as well. Basically, if I have another word to say to you guys, we're pretty much spoiled, and living that spoiled lifestyle, wanted everything to be comfortable, not to be an uncomfortable situation of, for example, no electricity, no plumbing, or no toilet, just for a short time of frame. And during my past of my work with my father, I get to see a lot of that going on, and a lot of fights with the money and X, Y, and Z. And there's a lot of mind changing, maybe to cut down the budget or X, Y, and Z, or or whatever the way how it is. And that's why I say when those who are buying houses, they started to be pick and choosy. And obviously those who wants to live good school zoning or decent school zone, a decent neighborhood, generally they like to pick something closer to their workplace, which nothing wrong with that. Or just to cut shorter of their journey. Of course, those houses gonna be like being built for more than 70 or 80 or 100 or plus, or just 50 or 30 years even. they're complaining about that. It's older housing, the way how it is. And they often look at the house, they wouldn't wanting to build a house that there's work that needs to be done, or little work or big work. They prefer to have a house that's already been made. And of course, you have to pay top dollars just to be made. And depending on the style or the way how it works, it's very difficult. And for me, I'm not afraid on, touching a little bit or touching big, because I've experienced it from my own point of view and my experience, with thanks to my father. And I get to see many people go on a meltdown. And the reason why I'm making this is because I saw my partners going a meltdown over a shop. Imagine you're building a shop and you have $120,000 gone down the drain. So it is what it is. I'm not here to complain, but I'm just letting you guys know, if you're a square mentality, you're not going to get further. And there's a reason why those who bought many houses, especially whether you call them Chinese investors or migrant investors or whatever, they're willing to pick up those houses that needs to be work, ranging big or small, and fix it up and flip it off, or have a high rental. And those are the people who are willing to buy more of these houses. Those who are square minded, who doesn't want to touch things, tend to buy the top dollar stuff, and don't want to be changed. It's very uncomfortable. They like to be in a comfortable position. So that's why I said, there's two types, in squared and unsquared. And unfortunately, I get to see that. And that's what the lifestyle, everything like that, it changes a lot. So that's the video.